Okay, I did a post yesterday on Twitter and Facebook about um, storage on the phone. So I'm gonna do a video to better illustrate how this should go. This is my old phone, my Nexus 6. I loved it, but I switched to an iPhone 6 Plus. Yeah. But this is going to help with what I was talking about yesterday. With this phone, it has a sealed-in battery and no removable storage. So yesterday I posted about being able to make sure you get a phone or a device that has adequate storage. With this, this is a 64 gig phone, so you have 53.91 available. So pretty much 54, give or take. Which helps with having a ton of apps. Well, I've already reset this phone, but this is what normally would come with the phone. But you can have a ton of pictures, audio, downloaded things off I guess if you use Chrome or whatever web browser you use on your phone. But for me, any phone I get has to have 64 or above, because I can't do a 16 gig phone. I had an iPhone 5S a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. Oh yeah, it was 2 years ago. And it was like I went through the storage very quickly, and then when iOS 8 came out, it took up a lot of the storage, so I was very sad. But with something like this, 64 gigs, you can go through 16 gigs easily and still have a ton of space. On my iPhone 6 Plus, which is what I'm shooting this video on, I have pretty much 50 gigs free out of a 64 gig memory. That's outside of, iOS 8.3, out of my apps, videos. Not sure I don't have any videos. Out of my music and apps and pictures. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with having 64 gigs. But now if you have a phone like the LG G3, which is what my mom has, or a Galaxy Note 3, which is what my grandmother has for right now, you have a memory card slot. I just flipped this over instead of just looking at the blank screen. Pretty blue. But yeah, you can get an SD card. I have plenty of SD cards. Anything that, like an iPhone or a Nexus that doesn't have a memory card slot, there's a way around it. On eBay and Amazon, you can find plenty of what they call OTG, which is on the go adapters that you can plug into the right there in the micro USB. Let me see if I can get this focus. To plug it in there, and you can pretty much expand the storage of whatever. Because while I was using this from my blanket, when I was using this as my main phone, I have 3 OTG adapters. One that already has 32 gigs in it. An adapter that I can just plug into the bottom and just plug in actually 2 that can do that. They can plug an SD card in and just expand the storage. I think up to 64. But with most OTGs, they start at, most phones can start at 32. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on that. But if you can expand the memory storage of a phone, because most phones nowadays can do up to 64 gigs, if not 128, with LG G4, which is about to come out. Alright, this is the case I had for this. The LG G4 can do up to 2 terabytes. Not sure how many people are actually going to use 2 terabytes of storage, but I mean, well, this is not on a cell phone. On an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, okay, yeah, because you can download a ton of games and just keep going. But this is my first video of what I was posting from yesterday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the with the title of calling it Tech Tips, because there are a lot of people that buy phones and think that they know oh yeah, this has a memory card slot, or this can take up to this much storage, or I would only use up this much. No, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talking about if you're gonna get anything, if it has at least no, let me check, 32 or 64. I can't do 6 because I'm holding my phone with the other hand. At least 32 or 64 gigs as your base storage. I mean, that's where Android is getting it right. Apple, I think, will finally get it, but I mean, I got the 64 gig 6 Plus and the 64 gig iPad Air 2, so I really don't give a damn about any 16 gig storage allotments because it's like, I'm already ahead of it. But when people buy new phones, they need to make sure they can go through maybe 3 or 4 criteria. Make sure you got adequate battery. You can be able to expand the storage options from the base of 16 if it starts at 16. Make sure that what you're trying to use your phone for, like if you're a camera buff or something and megapixels and all that is important to you, make sure you check that out. And number 4, just make sure that the phone that you're looking at is right for you, because I've noticed that a lot of people have gotten phones that are like the iPhone 6 Plus has a 5.5 inch screen. People say it's a big phone. For me, my hand might not look that big, but it pretty much is, because I can palm this. I can be able to reach, and if you have to, you can always just use your other hand, or God forbid, if you can do something like this with your phone, why not just turn your phone to the side or use 2 hands? God gave you God did give you 2 hands. Now, for those who are atheists, the dust ball that exploded in space gave you 2 hands. And that's pretty much it, because you got to make sure that the phone, fits your hands properly. Because I really have noticed that, like, girls with small hands will be having phones like this or the 6 Plus, and it's like, dude, why? And then you complain about the size, which is something that I'm going to talk about in a later video. I'm not sure which. I think I'm going to talk about cases next, because that's something important. But yeah, this is my first video, tech tips. I'm gonna try and do more, at least a video and a post every other day. Technically, I did my post for Facebook and Twitter yesterday, so I guess I'll do a new video tomorrow, since this technically should have been done yesterday. But whatever. Yep, I'll be back soon, tomorrow, and again on Friday. Actually, yeah, every other day during the week. So really, it'll start back up on Monday next week. All right, so I'm out. Make sure you have good storage. If you're gonna download apps, try and make sure that the apps are what you really need, not just what you had before and you just need to have it and then don't use it. That's all I can think of at the moment. So, see you later, people.